gosh. Okay. Today is a little bit more of an energetic day. First off, um, I took a bit of a nap, so I actually have some energy, which is good. I don't know, past like what, 3 days? Yeah, day 40 until now, bro. I've just been out of it. Oh my god. I just realized I just did two day 41s. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. So I'm actually on day 41 and 42. I'm on day 44. Holy shit, day 44. Oh my god. Yeah, now you can tell I'm out of it, bro. Ugh. Sorry. Okay, where was I? Today. Decent day today. Good day. Um, as far as the store, didn't do anything, but I did a lot of research today, which is, I guess you could say that is progress. I am advancing. Yeah, a lot of research today, and we're gonna talk about that. So, start off. First off, today, I went to school. Went to do some doctor checkup, bro. The doctor, we did a weight check, a height check, and a blood pressure check. Weight check was fine, but the height check, bro, that shit, I'm telling you, that shit has to be wrong. The fucking nurse said I was 174 centimeters. 174. Let's put that into perspective real quick. They're telling me I'm just 5'7". That has to genuinely be wrong. I genuinely believe there's no way in hell I'm 174. Bro, I was 174 like 2 years ago. That is actually bullshit. I'm at least 180, 178. At least. No, I'm being dead ass. I'm not even trying to like sugarcoat it, or I'm not trying to push it, bro. I'm literally, there's no way I'm 174. No fucking way. That has to be wrong. So yeah, that was a bit of rage bait. But I got home. After that, I was dead tired. I don't know why. Maybe it's probably because I'm averaging 5 hours, 6 hours of sleep. Yeah, mad tired. Took a nap. Woke up at like woke up at like 8, 7. And then I hit a workout. First time I worked out of my house, or first time I worked out at home in like fucking God knows how long, 5 years. Yeah, no, not 5 years, 4 years. Yeah, 4 years, 3 years. So that was honestly, it felt a little nostalgic, but when I first started, when I first did it today, I was like, this feels oddly familiar. And it kind of brought back weird memories. But yeah, um, I'm starting to notice my abs a little more. Still not there yet, but I got the pump on. I saw it, and it's there. Just little bulges, nothing crazy. I still have a stomach. It's not a crazy. It's not a crazy like, V taper or nothing. Still, I still got a bit of a belly, but yeah, it's coming out. I I don't know if it's a six pack though. And I'm scared. Like I'm looking at this photo right now, and it's low key. It looks like a 4 pack, but I think that might just be because of my stomach fat on the bottom, like my lower belly. I got a bit of a muffin top, so the bottom abs, the bottom two are not quite prevalent as opposed to the other four. But at least they're there. You know, my side abs coming too. Yo, it's going great. Cut's going great. Um, Trying to get down to 65 still. It's very slow, but it's working. That's all that matters. I don't know how much I ate today. I think I low-key ate a little too much. But, yeah, that's actually a problem. It was mad nutritious though, like it was all good, whole foods. But might ate too much of it. I don't know. Is 4 chicken drumsticks too much? Shit, I don't know. Okay, well, that's it for the day. Yeah, hit an ab workout. It was tough. It was very fun. Actually, no, it wasn't fun. It was kind of hurts, but yeah. Today, I basically was once again, just setting myself up to advance further because as I said before, ad testing phase is a very, very monitoring, very time-inducing, and requires very tight monitoring. So if I want to really focus on the ad testing and effectively do it, I need to be ready for it, and I need to really hone in on that, and I need to really put my attention to it. So I don't want to half-ass it because this is a one shot that I have, and I'm spending legitimate money. So I need to really be careful with what I do now. That's why I'm kind of hesitant on starting it now because I just don't have that time to carefully monitor it and make decisions off that. So yeah, I took some time to research about the Andromeda update. It literally came out in July, but I don't know why everyone's freaking out about it now. Maybe I think that's because they just started rolling it out to everyone because it was released in July. But I think now it's fully been implemented. So now it's affecting everyone. But basically, Andromeda is basically Meta's new ad retrieval engine. So essentially now, it actually gets to consider which ads get shown to each person, and it can do that way faster, and it actually can do that way better. So yeah, it's just better at evaluating certain candidate ads, and it's oh, I'm out of breath, bro. And now it can observe way more ad variations, and it can do that way more faster. So it's different now because before Andromeda, you would just create mad campaigns, and you were looking for mad volume, mad ad sets, mad campaigns, and little to nothing, no variety. Very niche targeting, and you would set particular angles. So you make mad campaigns and set for very, very niche targeting towards every campaign. So essentially one campaign meant for one certain angle. And that's how you do it before. Now you want to try and consolidate into fewer campaigns with more broad targeting. This is so that the pixel understands data better with better creative variety, in the sense that now it wants to see variation in your creatives so that it can make better educated assumptions with the data produced from those creatives. So you want to essentially have more variety in the way your creatives are. So you want to have more quality and just way different, way more different dynamic angles, so that it's more, and it also reaches more broad audiences. That way, you can test way more angles, and with a broader audience, you can now narrow that even further, because now it knows who can, what's better for who, and yeah, it's what can do that way faster now. So that's essentially the main difference in Andromeda. It's essentially, I heard someone sum it up to basically just, you want to optimize for differences in testing and in ads. You want differences in testing, differences in the creatives, and differences in audience. So yeah, that's literally it. That's just to sum it all up. But how this is gonna affect me is first off, scalability. So obviously, Andromeda scales larger creative sets. So now at opposed, you just want to do one or two campaigns now. But as you grow, you're gonna feed it more variations. You're gonna feed it more ad sets, and it's gonna allow. It's gonna let the AI be able to pick easier. It's it's going to let the system be able to pick out which is better when you're scaling. So essentially it makes scaling a lot easier now because it has a better system. So yeah, that will affect my store. Also, it's going to really tailor better to display certain ads to a person more precisely now. Once again, because you have more variety, you have a broader audience, and that's gonna just boost my engagement and my conversion. So that is good. But with that, a lot of risks involved. A lot of risks. For one, you lose control of your fine targeting. You're not as controlled as you'd want it now, and it just kind of depends on what you feed the pixel. So yeah, you lose a bit of that fine tuning, but you do still want to find a balance between letting the AI make data-driven decisions, and you also want to balance that with your own human oversight. So you don't want to just overshadow yourself, your own intuition, with the AI and what the AI decides. Because you should also still be, yeah, my pen fell. You should also be considering still your brand identity and what tests you want to try, and honestly, you should be the one with the final decision. So, in some cases, you still have the final say, and it should be that because it's your brand, and you should be the one making the final decisions. So yeah, in some cases there are still things in your control, but in other aspects, it is more optimal to just let the AI do what it needs to do. Some more stuff. Creative quality, much more significant now. So, like I said before, you do need to focus now on your creative output, your creative volume, and the production quality of your creatives. So if your creative is just shit, if it's weak, if it's repetitive, the system essentially has nothing to work off, and you're gonna underperform. So yeah, you can't really just be ripping off videos off Kalo data now. You kind of do have to focus on the way you produce your ads, and yeah, you gotta really focus on your ads. But I feel like any good store operator would be doing that anyway. So nothing much to worry about. Oh yeah, and like I said before, a lot more higher attentive care towards monitoring your ads, making sure you have an even good rotation. So you want to refresh your creatives often, and just swap them out every 7 to 14 days to just avoid fatigue. So yeah, you got to really keep a consistent eye on your creatives and just watching the spend. So yeah, that's basically it. What I need to do, so I need to just consolidate my campaigns. So instead of doing 10 small campaigns, I never really planned on doing that anyway, because I was doing my own research before on ad testing strategies, and they've all said to start with just 1 or 2 campaigns just for testing. I don't know if that works with scaling as well, but I think it's just testing because 1 or 2 campaigns is all you would need to get the data you need. But I'm pretty sure the videos I watched were already post Andromeda, so the scalability and all those factors still they can apply right now. But yeah, consolidating campaigns, just kind of shortening it to maybe 1 or 2 campaigns now with broad targeting. That's the method now. And also ensuring that in each ad set you are feeding many variants of creatives, and lots of different angles and lots of variety, so that the system knows what you're doing. And you don't want to kill too early now. I've seen that before in different videos where you are told to kill early because just from CTR and CPC statistics, but now the play actually I heard is that you want to actually keep it running for a little longer until you genuinely know that this product is this ad is just doomed. It's unsavable. Like, I guess CPC and CTR are good statistics to go off of, but I believe they are still, you can still save them. Like, even though you have a high CPC and it would statistically be unprofitable, it can still change. Your analytic will, it is not determined and it's not a constant. It can still change. So that's not, just from those two alone, you can't, or you shouldn't kill from there. Like, you could, but you can still, it's salvageable. So yeah, that's the point. That's basically it. I just summed up like 5 pages of writing for you guys. So yeah. Yeah, I just did a bunch of research on that, just so I understand how to adapt to that, because yeah, I can't be using outdated testing strategies or campaign strategies. So yeah. I also did some research on email flows because I have yet to do that. Turns out, levels to this shit, a lot more that I have to work on. So it's not just post-purchase email flows. I found out there's a lot more strategy to it, which I obviously knew, but there are a lot more email flows that I didn't know about. There's a welcome flows, site abandon flows, browse abandon flows, cart abandon flows, and then the post-purchase flows, and then a win-back flow. And these are all literally all different. So they're all in certain parts of your sales funnel. If anything, they're in every part of your sales funnel. So yeah, it's about 6 of those. I'll definitely look more into that. I'm doing more research on that, but yeah, it's 1 a.m. already, so I'm gonna clock out today and get some real sleep. But yeah, that is basically it for today. Solid day today. Not as intense as my usual day, especially with my fitness. I did not go gym today. Once again, I had my doctor's appointment, so I could not go. But yeah, I didn't close out my circle. It was like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. actually. And I was like, bro, I have not done any workout today. So yeah, I had a quick at-home ab workout. Low-key fun though, but I definitely much prefer the gym. Just because the environment, I would say. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but psychologically, when you're at the gym, the environment it shifts your mind, because you're at the gym. Everyone else working out, so obviously you're going to be more honed into working out. When I'm at home, in my room, this is not a gym, this is not a workout place. I don't see it as one, so obviously it's not the same. I'm here to chill out. I'm here to do work. My desk is for work. My bed is for sleeping. Don't get any other ideas. Damn, 18-minute video. Long ass fucking video. I'm going to end it off right now. Because, quite frankly, I think people don't like when I speak too much. So, yeah. It is 1:03 a.m. October 17th. It is day 44. I don't know how I'm this fucking stupid. And I've been like 3 days behind on accident. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, how is Lewis on day 47 and I'm on day 43? Like, there's no way I'm this far behind. Turns out, I'm on day 44. I'm on a whole extra day. So, yeah, not that far behind yet. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed night.